Hi everyone, my name's Anjali and welcome today to our WOCY Family Breaks with Children and Tweens, where we are celebrating World Desertification Day. I've tried to say that so many times. Anyway, this is where we think about how we can stop more and more land turning into deserts. Deserts are really, really important for us. They contain lots of life. They help to produce lots of oxygen for us to breathe. They help to store, to take in the carbon dioxide that contributes to climate change and global warming. But some of these deserts are growing bigger and we really don't want them to, because the ones that we've got are doing just fine. And we need the land that we've got to be forests, to be farmland. So we need to look after what we've got. So let us sit up tall as we remember to be kind, to listen to our bodies, to only do what's comfortable, no overstretching, no hurting yourselves, and absolutely respect your yoga space and everyone else that you're doing yoga with, as we're going to start with our WOCY breath. So first of all, let's go and explore some of the deserts and what we might find there. And then we're going to talk about some of the problems and also what we can do about it as well, some of the challenges. I don't like using the word problem because it sounds like there might not be a solution. And when we say a challenge, I think that's more about solving an issue, which I think we can. All right, let us think about the deserts. Deserts can be snow covered, they can be sand. It's basically somewhere where you don't get a lot of rain. So let's think about the sandy deserts that we're most familiar with. And I'd like us to imagine we are riding on a camel as we do our WOCY breath today. So we're starting to move our back as we lean forwards a little bit and push our shoulders and shoulder blades back. And then I want you to look down towards your tummy button. So as you look up, breathe in. And as you look down to your tummy button and your tummy squeezing, breathe out. Okay, here we go. So breathing in and breathe out. Now, not every sort of animal or humans find it easy to live in the desert. It's only those animals like camels that have managed to change. They've managed to grow with things like really thick eyebrows or thick eyelashes and hair in their nostrils, which helps to catch the sand. And then their eyelids, their eyelashes help to stop the sand going into their eyes, and that hair stops the sand from going up their noses. Okay, well done. So we've done nice WOCY breathing, breathing in and out. Now, one of the things that we can get from deserts is lots of minerals, which are ingredients that we can use to help make medicines. We can also use some of those minerals like copper, like oil, to be able to use as fuel to make our cars and trucks run, but also to build electrical products that we use in our homes. So I want us to do some mining today, some really cutting into, imagine there's a desert and we are using some of the minerals from there. So stand up tall with your feet a little bit apart, holding an axe, really stretch your body up high, breathe in and breathe out as you whoosh that axe down. So we'll do some more breathing, but we're warming up our body, whole of our body. Breathe in, stretch it tall, and then let the axe come down. One more, nice WOCY warm up. Breathe in and out. Excellent. All right, now let's see what the challenge is with deserts. So we've got lots and lots and lots of people who are living longer in the world, and so we need more food for them. And what some people are doing is that they are chopping down the forest and they are planting food to grow as crops to feed themselves. But the forests are not meant to be turned into farms. Let's do our farming pose. Let's do our plow pose. So what I'd like you to do is to roll onto your back and then take your feet over your head. You can have your knees bent or have your legs long, however you like, and try and reach it down to the floor if you can. And then we're going to roll back because this plow is moving. Okay, so we're going to try and reach and come back for our WOCY exercise. And let me tell you more about what's going on. So the forests the soil in the forest is not suitable to be turned into farmland. And so after a few years, it produces food for a few years, but then the soil starts drying out and no more food can be planted, no more crops can be planted there, and the soil starts to turn into desert. So it can't grow any plants, and because no plants can grow, you can't have any animals living there either. So this is the process of desertification. I managed to say it right there. Okay, so even animals that can live in hot climates and don't need a lot of water, like lizards, they also can't live in these new desert areas because there's no plants. So the insects that eat the plants aren't there, and the lizards that eat the insects, they can't live there either. So let's do our lizard pose with a lovely stretch here. What I'd like you to do is to step 1 foot forward and put your hands inside your foot, so inside your knee. Stretch your other leg back behind you, and then because we've got a nice long lizard tail, we're going to put 2 lizard legs down towards the floor as far as we can. And you might want to move your foot out a little bit so that you can get your elbows and your forearms down to the floor, and you'll find a super big stretch inside your leg, the outside of your leg. And this is really good for making those muscles nice and long and flexible for when you move around and you're doing sports. It's a really excellent stretch. Okay, so we've done it one way, and so now we need to do it the other way. So you can come onto your hands and knees, and let me turn around. You might find it easier to see here. We're going to put 1 foot forward, and we usually have our hands around our foot, but this time we're going to have it inside our foot. We're going to slide our other leg back as far as feels comfortable, and then we'll move that foot out, the one with the bent knee, as far as is comfortable for you, to come down onto your elbows. Nice super big stretch inside your leg as we do this, which is called a lizard pose. Nice long tail. We've got the legs of the lizard nice and bent up front, and another leg out to the side because the lizard generally has 4 legs, but we've managed to give it 3. Good job, everybody, with your lizard stretch. So we've come to the end of our WOCY break today. But we haven't quite come to the end. We've still got our WOCY time out. So I thought we would go on an exploration through our imaginations, through the desert today. So I'd like you to find somewhere comfortable to lie down. The best way to lie down, to really rest the whole of your body, is on your back with your legs apart a little bit and your arms apart a bit, with your hands turned upwards. And if your back feels a little bit sore, if it feels more comfortable, you can bend your knees and put your feet on the floor, and you can even put your hands on your tummy. So you can either lie down and you can close your eyes or not. If you're not closing your eyes, just look at something that's not moving so that you're helping yourself to rest, because when your eyes move around, your brain is having to work so hard to look at so many things. And if you don't want to lie down, you can just come and sit up. Try and sit up tall. Close your eyes or look at something that's not moving. And take a deep breath in and out. Imagine going on a hike into the desert. Don't forget your backpack with everything you'll need for the day. What are you hoping to see in the desert today? Maybe camels proudly plodding through the sand, or lizards scampering over rocks. Maybe you want to find an oasis with cool water and palm trees whispering in the breeze. Maybe even you're hoping to see a flowering cactus. As you look around, your day soon comes to an end and you start walking out of the desert. And maybe you'll see some more animals now. Those nocturnal animals, the ones that only come out to feed at night. The insects, the scorpions, the snakes, the desert tortoise, the hummingbirds, or even the smallest owls in the desert, the elf owls. And maybe you'll even see a road runner zooming along and then suddenly coming to a stop. Stop for a moment before you leave the desert and take a good look through your binoculars at what you're most interested in seeing. You're a good distance away, so you are safe to be able to watch how it moves. What are its colours? What else do you notice? Or you can carry on imagining this desert creature or desert feature you've seen today in your imaginations. And you can rest there for a while as I finish our class today with a Namaste. The goodness in me honours the goodness in you. When you're ready, just very slowly come to your side. Doesn't have to be now. And use your hands to sit up tall. You can slowly look down at the floor, open your eyes and then look up. Thank you very much for coming and joining me for our WOCY family breaks with Children and Tweens, where we have celebrated World Desertification Day. Thank you.